Jake Paul got problems right here, you know. So, he's doing good for what he's doing, you know. Like I said, for what he's doing. It is what it is. It's just a lot of.
I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight. I think I'm gonna be really, really irritable and nasty. And this guy's gonna come. He's gonna try to hurt me. He's gonna be greatly mistaken. I don't think he's faster than me. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Like right now, I'm scared to death. But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible.
Looks the best shape and the strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of and coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to ever do it.
So here's the deal. Floyd Mayweather just issued a very direct warning to Jake Paul about the upcoming fight with Mike Tyson. Now, let's get one thing straight. Floyd doesn't just throw out advice for the sake of it. The man knows boxing inside and out, and he's seen it all, staying undefeated for a reason. When Floyd talks about a legendary comeback like this, you better believe he's not playing around. He's been watching Tyson's recent training clips, and from what he's seen, Mike's looking like he's ready to unleash the beast all over again. Tyson may be in his 50s, but he's training with that same ferocity that once crowned him the baddest man on the planet. And if anyone knows what it takes to pull off a high-stakes comeback, it's Floyd. He's seen what Tyson's bringing, and he's making it very clear. Jake Paul is simply not ready for what's coming. Jake may have been grinding in the ring, but let's be honest. He's an athlete who came into this game overnight. Sure, he's gained some skills, but there's a massive gap between what he's bringing and the legendary reputation that Tyson holds. Mike's been dominating the ring for decades, while Jake is still finding his footing. Floyd's sending a clear message to Jake. He's about to step into something way beyond his level. Let's break it down. This is the fight everyone's been waiting for, and Floyd's words only add to the hype. Now, Floyd didn't just throw out a casual good luck to Jake. He went in deep, especially in a recent interview where he pretty much dissected Jake's entire career. Floyd wasn't holding back, saying that Jake has a long way to go before he should even think about fighting someone like Tyson. Floyd's always respected Tyson, even though they've never shared blood or gone against each other in the ring. He's constantly praised Tyson's work ethic and dedication, which says a lot coming from someone like Floyd, who is one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in history.
It's gonna be over. Right. So he got to be able to enjoy it while he can. Is he doing good? Absolutely. For who he's fighting, guys 50, guys 40. Of course. Do he want to fight me? Of course. I'm almost 50 years old, so of course he want to fight. It's different when you're at the highest level, and Roy Jones can contest to that. Clarissa and so many other fighters. You know, once you get in there with a real fighter that can really fight.
I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson.
You know, when I'm betting on real fights.
Real fights, yeah.
Not saying that they're not real fighters. They're novice. They're novice professional fighters. But when I'm betting on fights, I'm betting on them. I'm betting on fights that's...
He started boxing at age 7, earning the nickname Pretty Boy before building his undefeated 50-0 record and racking up 15 major world titles across multiple weight classes. And yet, whenever Floyd talks about what inspired him, Tyson's name is always right there. These two icons have a unique connection and a shared respect. There's even that funny story from 2015 at a WBC convention in Las Vegas where Tyson playfully pretended to throw one of his famous right hooks at Floyd, who barely flinched and then laughed it off, showing their camaraderie. Both of them may be retired, but Floyd's flawless record has cemented his influence and insight. For him to come out now, urging Jake Paul to walk away from this fight, it says something fans and reporters are genuinely curious about, and it makes you wonder, what does Floyd know that the rest of us don't? What's really motivating him to put this warning out there? Now let's talk about what happened when Floyd last encountered Jake in February 2023, right after Jake lost his fight to Tommy Fury Yep, Jake found himself the subject of a roasting session. On February 26th, Jake and Tommy clashed in an 8-round cruiserweight match in Saudi Arabia, a match everyone had been watching closely since Jake has been calling out legitimate boxers in an effort to make his name known. But challenging actual legends? That's Jake's idea of reaching the top, even if it's a risky one. Tommy, who comes from a family of hard-hitting fighters, proved to be a tough matchup, and ultimately Jake took the loss. Now Jake is setting his sights on his fight with Mike Tyson, which is going to be a whole new level of intense. Tyson's coach recently spoke up, and let's just say he's got no doubts. According to the coach, Mike's in a zone right now, saying Mike's going to touch Jake 100%. There's no way around it. That's coming from a guy who's right by Tyson's side day in and day out, training him to bring that raw power and agility that made him a legend. Tyson in his prime was a beast who intimidated his opponents long before they even stepped into the ring. His focus and tactical moves made him one of the most feared fighters in history. And while he's known for those terrifying punches, his defensive skills were equally sharp. He'd bob and weave, setting up brutal counterattacks. And here's Jake walking into a match with one of boxing's all-time greats. It almost seems like Jake's lost his mind going after fame or whatever else he's chasing. Back to Floyd. He's been clear that Jake is a kid in the ring compared to Tyson. Jake's not equipped to handle the kind of power Tyson's bringing. Floyd said it himself. Jake Paul, as of right now, what he's doing is impressive for what it is. But once he goes up against a real fighter, it's going to be a whole different story. Floyd Mayweather isn't shy about pointing out the difference between Jake fighting YouTubers and MMA fighters versus stepping into the ring with actual boxers. Jake's mostly squared off against internet personalities or MMA fighters who might be tough, but they're not skilled boxers. These opponents are in it for a single boxing paycheck, not to build a true boxing legacy. Floyd sees Jake's potential, but knows he's got a lot to learn about the sport. You can't just jump into the ring and take on a legend like Mike Tyson, especially when Jake's out here publicly making bold claims. He even posted a video mocking Mike, taking jabs on every podcast, acting like he's got a chance. Recently, Jake said he wants to see how hard Mike hits, and even claimed, "I have an iron chin." But does he truly understand what Iron Mike means? Tyson stormed into professional boxing at age 19 and was crowned world heavyweight champion at 20. In 1985 alone, he fought 15 times, winning every single match with a brutal style that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. He earned the nickname Kid Dynamite and was later labeled Iron Mike for his incredible strength, knockout power, and unyielding will. Being called Iron is about Tyson's entire journey, a tribute to his endurance, strength, and resilience. And here's Jake claiming he's got an iron chin that can take whatever Tyson dishes out. It's more than bold. It's borderline delusional. Tyson's arena isn't YouTube, and it's certainly not a podcast. It's the real unfiltered world of boxing. Floyd took it even further with a stark warning to Jake to save his life. When Floyd says that, it's not just for dramatic effect. It's because he sees the reality. Tyson's past opponents were seasoned fighters who ended up badly bruised, sometimes taking long breaks to recover. Mike has never gone easy in the ring, and his past fights show he's always brought his full intensity. Floyd knows Jake's potential for success if he sticks to fighting YouTubers and non-boxers. But this match with Tyson, Floyd's convinced it will be a brutal wake-up call. He's warning Jake that this isn't just another chance to talk smack or boost his social media. Once he's in the ring, there's no editing, no second takes, just pure, raw reality. And Jake might not be ready for that. Floyd put it bluntly, as long as he's fighting MMA guys and YouTubers, he'll look good. But once he fights a real boxer, it's going to be bad. It's a clean roast from Floyd, but it's also honest. Jake's chosen opponents so far might be strong, but they aren't in it for the long run. They're there for a quick paycheck, not a true boxing career. Jake's got ambition, and no one's denying that. But he's missing the fundamental respect that comes with the sport. Mocking Tyson and claiming he's got an iron chin just shows his lack of awareness. Boxing is not about fame. It's about skill, resilience, and respect for the craft. Let's not forget, Jake's the guy who posted a video poking fun at Tyson, calling him out on social media and podcasts. He might be entertaining his fans, but in Tyson's world, words don't mean a thing. The moment he steps in the ring, Jake's in for a serious reality check, and Floyd knows it.